Vortex Theater raises the curtain on a timely, cutting-edge theatrical work from across the pond. Jerusalem follows the story of delightfully riotous Pied Piper known as Johnny Rooster Byron through the denizens and shires, I should say, of 21st century England. But the story has relevance much closer to home. So with us this morning, we have Charles Fisher, who plays Rooster, star of the show, and Marty Epstein, director of the production, opening at the Vortex Theater tomorrow. Right? Tomorrow, the big night. So first off, Charles, this is a play very near and dear to you. We of course, go back quite a ways. Heard the name Jerusalem quite a bit. Tell us a little bit about this show.
Well, Jerusalem is, the title is in a sense misleading because it is not about the city of Jerusalem. It is very much about modern day England, the clash between the ancient mystical spirits of England and the traditions of England, and at the same time the encroaching consumerism which maybe comes from this side of the pond to affect it. And near and dear to my heart because, as you may tell from my accent, that's where I originate from.
I thought you were from Espanola.
Clovis was my original claim, yes. And this, though, is the character of Rooster is a Robin Hood character, essentially, who is defiant in the face of this encroaching consumer society, and is surrounded by a band of merry men and women with whom they engage in every form of known intoxicant. And so he has to be a man of great stamina and considerable appetite. So he resembles, it seems to me, Falstaff. He resembles the Pied Piper because of these young folk who are attracted to his domain. And then the other sense that I have too is there's a little bit of Walter White in there.
Oh,
too,
really? Okay.
but on the retail side rather than on the manufacturing side.
Okay, on the retail side. Very good to know. Very good to know. Well, Marty, I think this is interesting. You referred to this play as the Hair of the 2000s.
I see that connection.
So what is that connection? Why do you see that connection?
Because I grew up in that era, and it was disenfranchised youth fighting the establishment, up against the establishment, and they had their own little Central Park home, place to go to escape to. Again, being at the time 17 or 18 years old when Hair came out, I had that same connection of needing escape, which Rooster's location, his in the woods home, if you will, that he's taken over, if you will, is that place for a lot of these young people. They have tough home lives, and again, they're basically up against the establishment.
Yeah,
I kind of connected it from that perspective.
Okay, that's really interesting. And of course, folks that may not remember Hair, the hugely popular musical, gave us a lot of great songs. You know, Age of Aquarius, fantastic musical. So this play, hugely popular in the West End. It's gotten rave reviews. The role that you have played has been hugely touted. A great run in New York as well. Why is it so compelling? Why do audiences attach themselves so much to this?
You want to get?
It speaks to different people in different ways. Again, as I said, it speaks to that disenfranchised part of society, whether it's the young people, whether it's a Rooster Byron who has his entire life fought the establishment. He's also he's fighting the commercialization of England. And Charles,
what I also sense is that, and we've had it as we've been working through the rehearsals, this is a play on many different levels. It's very funny, it's very raucous. It's also, there are human moments with an ex-wife and a child, human moments with an elderly professor who's probably starting to experience Alzheimer's. And so there are these tender moments, and then there are moments of threatened violence, all of this blending together so that you can't pigeonhole this play.
Right.
And the reaction from the audiences back in England was to actually say, this is maybe the greatest play of the last 10 years.
No kidding.
That has come out.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. Well, so the sort of everyman connection, something everyone can relate to. So the show opens tomorrow night. Give us some of the details on how we can see the show, get tickets, and all that good stuff.
vortexabq.org. 247-8600 is our local number, and we open tomorrow, February 7th, and we run through March 2nd. We run Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Fridays and Saturdays, 7:30. Sundays at 2 o'clock, and come see it.
Yeah, absolutely. And really excited about this. Charles, of course, you've done amazing Shakespearean roles, Polonius, Malvolio. I'm excited to see you in this this Walter Whitish kind of role. It's going to be a lot of fun. We will also have links on our website at krqb.com under the CASA tab. Guys, have a great opening weekend.
Thank you very
Jared.
much.